Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. An alarmed Adam makes a snap decision, and Victoria and Claire rush to Cole's bedside Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. Today on The Young and the Restless, Devon clashes with Amanda, Phyllis listens in, and Kane fobs off Chelsea's questions. At Newman Media, Adam's surprised to see Victoria, he thought she was in Chicago. She says she's been back and forth. Adam learns Cole's not out of the woods and there's been little to no change. He's sorry to hear this. She explains he has Legionnaire's disease but he's not responding to the treatments. Victoria adds that he's back at Memorial now. That the Chicago doctors feel there's nothing more they can do for him. She wishes she could get rid of the knot in her stomach. Adam will think good thoughts for both of them. Victoria thanks Adam and asks if he's heard from their father or Nick. He hasn't and it's unsettling. For once, she has to agree with him. Victoria says Claire hasn't heard from Kyle either. Which is unusual. They're sure they'd have heard if something bad had happened. They assume they're in a bad cell service area or Dumas confiscated their phones for secrecy. Adam and Victoria can't imagine Victor giving up his phone and have to wonder why Dumas' entire guest list is unable to make contact with the outside world. Victoria senses Adam knows something that has him concerned. What is it? Adam learns something that concerns him and he should probably share it with her. He hands her the file on Arabesque and explains that Dumas' company has been buying up all the real estate in town, including the athletic club, which wasn't technically for sale. He's also bought up all of the Chancellor divisions Nikki sold off. Victoria's concerned and wonders how it affects the rest of them in town. Adam wishes he knew. Devon questions Amanda in France. Amanda comes upon Devon sitting alone in the maze drinking. She asks, "So, what's a guy like you doing in a maze like this at this hour?" Devon, sour as always, guesses she knows why. He's there and chides her for using an old movie pickup line and trying to be funny given their history. Amanda knows he and Abby are deliriously happy and she would never interfere. She learns his wife is sleeping and wonders why he's not. Devon could use some answers and he knows she has them. He thinks she should come clean and tell her what this whole thing is about. Amanda thought Kane made his intentions clear. He wanted to reveal his identity and return to Genoa City. Devon isn't buying that it's that simple. He complains about the distraction of the trip. He questions Kane not being there to build up relationships with the people he invited. It's not because he's too busy conducting business because, supposedly, they're off the grid and cut off from all communications. What kind of billionaire doesn't have his own personal working communications system? Amanda blames the storm. Devon says they all didn't have cell service before the storm. They're being manipulated and lied to. Amanda insists Kane already revealed everything there is to know. Devon argues that Kane didn't give anyone an explanation to why he created the Dumas alias. He wasn't like this before. The other times were different, and he always had a heart. This reeks of something Colin would do. Amanda says Colin is dead. Devon says he may have planted the seeds with his son, and they only have Kane's word that he's dead. He questions if he's after Lily or Chancellor. If that's the case, he wouldn't have to fly all these people out here. Maybe the point is distracting them all to put something completely different into motion. Amanda scoffs. Even if that was the case and she knew about it, why would she reveal any of that to him? Devon thinks Amanda is admitting Kane has something else up his sleeve. Amanda denies it and questions why he thinks she would confide in him or owes him any level of loyalty. Devon thought they'd reached some level of forgiveness and tells her that her hostility is making him more suspicious. She takes offense to this, so he decides to apologize, but then tells her she should take a good look at herself and what she's doing there. She's too smart to be misled by a two-bit con artist. What if this all blows up in her face? Devon reminds Amanda she didn't see it coming when she worked for Colin. Amanda complains that Devon has no faith in her. Devon says Kane is Colin's son and could pull the rug out from under her. She'll need allies. Amanda scoffs at him offering to be her ally. Devon reiterates that she might need some friends when she's kicked to the curb. She's friends with a lot of Kane's guests. Is she really willing to betray everyone to keep his secrets and do his bidding? Does she really not care what she's doing or who she hurts? Guess not. He snips as he walks off. Devon and Abby make love getting into bed with Abby. Devon explains that he couldn't sleep. She murmurs, "This place is so weird." She's upset about not being able to check on Dom or call him and tell him goodnight. Devon says it's like being in a prison with no bars. They wonder at Kane being Dumas and question what he's up to. He has to be up to something with all the subterfuge. Abby's really creeped up by the secrecy and deception. Devon reveals he just spoke to Amanda. Abby doesn't like the sound of that. Devon reassures Abby and says he tried to plant some seeds of doubt with Amanda about Kane Ashby. She didn't care to hear concern from him about her well-being. Not wanting to talk about Amanda or Kane. any longer, he reminds Abby they're in the French Riviera. They should enjoy it and each other. Abby asks what he has in mind. They kiss and flop down in the bed to make love. Chelsea grills Kane on Crimson Light's patio. Kane tells Chelsea he's just in town for a quick trip. He lost himself for a bit, but now he's back on track and ready to take over the world. Moving inside, Chelsea asks Kane where he's been all these years. He says he's been busy. She asks if he came back to see Lily. He muses, I still feel like this place is home. He changes the subject to her being back with Adam and hopes he's changed. Chelsea insists he is a different man. They make small talk about their kids and then Chelsea tells him he's not fooling her. He evaded her question about Lily. He says she's out of town with Aristotle Dumas in France. She's surprised he knows about him. Kane says he knows him well. Chelsea says everyone wants to know who he is and what he's up to. She knows he invited Genoa City power players on a trip to his estate and now they're incommunicado. Kane says it's very mysterious. Chelsea asks how well he knows the guy. Should they be worried? Kane doesn't think Chelsea has anything to fear from Dumas. She wonders if the bad weather in France explains the lack of communication. Kane says he has to go, but all of her questions about Dumas will be explained soon. She asks again why he came to town. He says he'll be back in a couple of weeks and maybe they can all do dinner. With that, he walks out and leaves her looking mystified. Chelsea reports back at Newman Media. Adam tells Victoria that he'll stay on top of the developments with Arabesque and suggests she focus on Cole. Victoria thanks him for stepping up. They appreciate him looking after things while the others are away. Adam remarks on her giving the black sheep a compliment. She thinks he deserves it and their father would be proud of him. They agree it's hard to win their father's praise. Adam tells Victoria he's sorry for what she's going through with Cole just as Chelsea comes in. Victoria will let Adam fill her in on Cole. She has to go meet Claire. She asks Adam to let her know if he hears anything from their family members. She'll do the same once Victoria has left. Adam tells Chelsea that Arabesque bought the athletic club and Nikki's old Chancellor divisions. She has surprising news too. She ran into Kane Ashby. She asked why he wasn't in town, but he wouldn't answer. The encounter was strange. He seemed different. Not like his old self. She says he seemed off and different. He had an air about him she doesn't remember him having before. Adam isn't surprised. It's been years since he's been in town. Chelsea complains that Kane evaded a question about Lily and then admitted he knew she was in France. He also claimed to know Dumas. Adam asks if he said how he knows him. Chelsea says he told her any questions they have about Dumas will be answered very soon. Adam finds this all very strange. Why would someone like Dumas know Kane? Phyllis listens in the maze in France. Carter updates Amanda that Mr. Ashby is on his way back. Amanda's glad. It's getting harder to answer these people's questions. They know something is up. Amanda tells Carter she's relieved Mr. Ashby is on his way back, but she has to admit, she thought he had more to accomplish. Carter says he took care of what he needed to do. She nods, okay. Carter walks off, and doesn't see Phyllis, who has been eavesdropping. Adam's decision at Newman Media. Adam and Chelsea puzzle over Dumas and Kane Ashby knowing each other. They realize that Dumas rose in the business world 6 years ago, and Kane left town 6 years ago to go find Colin. Adam wonders if Dumas is Colin and all of this is just a big scam. Chelsea says it if is, it's a massive payoff. They agree this is getting weirder by the day. Adam wishes they could get in touch with his dad or Nick. Victor won't be happy. There has to be some way. He decides he'll fly to Nice tonight, track his dad down by himself, and tell him in person.